Here we are. Hello. How are you this evening? I have been crazy trying to get everything set up. Um, it's been a minute since I've been on here. I have been to the farm today and at the farmhouse and whoo, crazy. So how is everyone tonight? My name is Patience, and I am in Maumelle, Arkansas, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And tonight we are going to go fishing. And I wanted to show you this fabulous paper. And I had made a girly toolbox, tackle box, at the beginning of the week last week, and I lost it. And come to find out, I just turned it over and couldn't find it. And it was in the floor beside my trash can, and I really thought I had thrown it away, but I didn't. So thank goodness I didn't turn it, loose into my trash can. So anyway, I want to go ahead and turn the camera down to my work surface and want to show you what I have. Well, before I do that, let me give you a few updates. We are into our new catalog, the 2023-24 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, and we have tons of cool stuff. And next month is Father's Day, and what caught my eye was the Let's Go Fishing suite of products. And the reason it caught my eye is because I grew up fishing with my dad. Ditch hopping is what we called it. Occasionally we would get in a boat. I love the water, so we were in the boat a lot. And I would go ditch hopping with my Aunt Lois when we would go up to Fayetteville. And Uncle John would take me fishing too, so I would just love it. And then when I got married, we had kids, and my children loved to go fishing. And so my love for fishing and my husband's love for fishing transferred to our kids. But I found out once my kids loved it, I didn't get to fish because I was all the time baiting their hooks. And so, you do what you do when you're a mom. So that was fun, and I loved it. But I haven't gotten to fish in a while, but I would really like to go. Hint, hint. My son would watch this. I would love for him to watch it. I showed him my girly tackle box, and he was like, oh, that's cute, with the eye roll. But anyway, I thought it was cute, and a lot of people have really liked it. And it is really girly. I can't wait to show you. But my card class, I do have a card class to go. It's online, and when you spend $35 in my online store, you get the card kits for free, and that's 3 different designs, and that's 2 each, and so that's 6 card kits for free, and you get everything to make the cards, minus the stamps. You do not get stamped images, so you would have to purchase the stamp set and the die set, and it comes bundled in a bundle price. Now, if there's any extra dies that are not included in that die set, I include the dies for you, or the die cuts for you, such as, if I've got one here handy, like something that you may stamp on, I would send that to you. And like if you're going to stamp a sentiment on this, which we will, I would send that die cut for you. And any other thing like that that's not included in the bundle, I would send that already die cut for you. The cardstock will be cut, everything will be cut. Your measurements will be in a color PDF that I will email to you when I mail your packet. I will email you to let you know the tracking number. And then you'll get your package. You'll have your PDF. You'll be ready to go. And if you spend $50 or more, you will get the card kits. Plus, you'll get a package of embellishments. And this month, we have the Adhesive-backed Solid Gems. And you can use these on any project. And so let's take a look and see what our projects are this week. This week. Usually I try to do 2 card classes a month. That's what I've gotten used to, is doing 2 a month. And this last half of the month is Father's Day projects or masculine cards. So let's turn the camera down. I'll show you what I have. Okay, so this is the suite of products. It's on page 78 and 79. And I made this toolbox. And for the card class, I'm going to make a very simple toolbox for time's sake. But in your card kit to go, you will get everything to make the tackle box. I keep saying toolbox, but you'll get everything to make the tackle box that I show you online here. And then I've got two other really cute cards. But then also I want to first of all show you this paper. I have it out of the package, and I just want to show you this paper because it is really, really nice. So you get 12 sheets of 12 by 12, and the first sheet is fish. They're double-sided, and one of the die cuts in the die set fits this fish right here, and that fish comes in several colors on this sheet, and I used it on one of our cards tonight. And so I will be die cutting this fish and sending it to you in your card kit. And you'll get 3 different color fish. So there's one, and there's one, and there's another. That's a blue one, a green one. There's another one around here somewhere. Anyway, you have 3 different color fish. Or you have stamps that you could also die cut and color whatever color fish you want. Okay, and I believe there's checked. Yes, buffalo check on the back of that. And then this is a mossy meadow with very vanilla flies on there. And then little bitty flies with hooks. I don't know if you can see it. It's a great color. And on the back of that, we have stripes. This reminds me of an old feather pillowcase. And then we have color flies. And these are great colors. And on the back of that, you've got pecan pie color checks. And then we have waves. We have water. I'm using that on one card. And then here we have, it looks like nautical maps. It's kind of a real subtle coloring. Then we have fishing poles, rod and reel, and line, like fly rods. I used that on a card tonight. And then we have netting. And then I think our last number 6 page is fish. And on the back of that is wood grain that is blue color. Okay, so let's put that paper away. And let me show you the cards that we're going to do tonight. This is our over-the-top tackle box. It says Happy Retirement. Tonight we're going to do a sentiment that says, so glad that you're my dad. So there's several sentiments in this set. You can choose your sentiment, or if you have other stamps, you can, make a thank you card with a tackle box. But tonight we're going to make a very simple tackle box. We won't have all of this, but in your card kit, you will have everything to make these lures and bobbers. You'll have the twine to make your little rope and your lead weights, everything to make a tackle box just like this. And I haven't put anything on the inside, but you will have cardstock to go on the inside here. You'll even have the silver to make your latches for this tackle box. And then our next card is a Father's Day card. And this is cut straight from the paper. I die cut, like I said, the 3. And we have some ribbon here. And I believe, yes, I stamped on the inside of this card. It opens this way. And there's that fish stamp. And then our third card is a fly. And there again, I was really liking this fish paper. So I fussy cut this because there is no die for this particular fish. But it says, good things come to those who wait. And it has some of these adhesive-backed Solid Gems on there also. And to me, that looks like bubbles bubbling up from the fish. So, and then on the inside, I have a little piece of that paper. And yeah, I think it looks great. So let's get started. We're going to do these simple cards first and then the tackle box last. And here's my little paper there so we don't get stamp ink all over my craft mat there. Okay, had to bring my scissors over here. Forgot that. I always forget something when I get started. So when you get your card kits, it will look like this. Everything you need will be tucked inside an envelope, and you'll get 2 envelopes for every one card design. So like I said, everything will be tucked inside here. And don't forget, you can stamp on your envelopes. And, oh, looks like something's stuck down in there. I think it's the fish. I think it is, and they're stuck in there. Hold on. Let's get that fish out of there. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, this was what I was talking about. This particular die cut is not part of the die set that is with the Gone Fishing bundle. This is a new die set. Let me get these out and show you. These are part of the Nested Essentials dies. And this is what these look like. And these are fabulous. You get a set of 12 dies for $34. And these are standalone dies. There's not a stamp set that goes with them. And there's several sizes here. Let's see what the sizes are. I always get this. Let's see, the largest die is 2 3/16 by 4 7/8. So that's a pretty big size. And this goes, gosh, right across the whole card here. So that's a good size right there. And I know I've used these quite a lot already. This one, and I've used this hexagon here. And the banners, we used to have banners quite a while ago, but it didn't have stitching on it. And these have stitching. So these are going to be awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do my stamping first. And on this one, let's see. What does this one have stamped on it? Okay, let me get my sample out and put it right here. It's good things come to those who wait. You know, I thought that would be fun if it said good things come to those who bait. So we're not going to use that color ink. It would look good, but let's use the boho blue like my example. Okay. And so I'm going to ink up my stamp here. This is a photopolymer stamp, and I have it on acrylic block. And I always have my mat here because I like to stamp on that to make sure I've got a good image and I don't have any hairs or anything on my stamp. Okay, let me get my ink pad out of the way. Okay, we'll stamp that like this. There we go. I'm going to set that out of the way and close my stamp pad. Okay, so that is really it for this card for stamping. So I'm going to set that aside. Now, if you have any type of adhesive, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this little water to the bottom of this. This is going to go on the inside. This is going to go along the bottom edge. And like I said, I'll have all the dimensions on the PDF that you will be getting. And you will get that by email. Some people prefer a hard copy. I prefer to go ahead and send it in email so you'll go ahead and have it. Okay, I'll open that up. And I usually eyeball it. I put my hands down at the bottom. And I cut these to where they're about the same distance all around, about 1/4 of an inch. Let's see. I don't know who's here. Hey, Karen Robinson. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so that's on the inside of the card. And there we go. So I'm ready to decorate the outside. And so you will get, this is, I'm trying to think of the color of this. I forgot the color, the name of it. Looks like it's petal pink. And the reason, oh, it is petal pink. It matches one of the colors of the fish. And so I just did this. It makes the card sturdier. Because, you know, sometimes when these things go to the postal service, they just get all manhandled. Okay. So I'll put that down first. Like I said, I have it all measured out for you. Here we go. And easy, easy. See if I got that. And then I've got dimensionals on the other desk. Just like I always leave them somewhere. Here we go. One of these days I'll have everything that I need in one place. Here we go. Okay, I already see something that I messed up. And I did this when I first made this card. I forgot to put the fishing line behind my card. But never fear, I have a take your pick tool that has a little spatula on it. Now, if you don't have a take your pick tool, ooh, you need one, because they are really good. So what I'm going to do, here's my little fishing line. I'm going to stick that down right there. Make sure there's some adhesive right there. Put that down, and then I've got fishing line coming from the top of the water. Okay, so let's get back to our sentiment. Good things come to those who wait. And then we're going to put our fish down. I'm just going to put the adhesive right on it. I'm not going to pop the fish up. Okay, I know I have a big fish and 2 smaller fish. And then I have a piece of the DSP, and we're going to fussy cut one of the flies out and use a dot, mini glue dot, to put that down. And so let's cut our fishing line short. And let's see. Let's cut one of these big green looking flies out. And I'm just going around it, leaving a little bit of an edge. I don't want to cut any of the hair from the fly off. There we go. How was your work today, Karen? My work was at the farm. I went out there early to meet the cabinet people. I got there about 9:30 to meet them at 10, and they didn't show till about 2. And so that was kind of tough. There we go. So, good things come to those who wait. And so now I'm going to get my little take your pick tool back out. And these adhesive back dots. And let's get some fish bubbles out here. Get some blue. These look like bubbles coming from the fish. I like them. You can use them on any project you have. Let's just put that one like right here. There we go. And then that's card number 1. So, and like I said, you'll get 2 of those. So, there you go. Okay, so now on to card number 2, which I made a Father's Day card. And I wanted to do this Gone Fishing at the end of May because Father's Day is next month. Okay, and here again we have fish falling out of here. Now these fish are also on that sheet of DSP, and they have a die cut. And you could die cut or you can stamp. You can stamp your own and get a marker and color it, or you can stamp. There's another stamp in this stamp set that you can get another color ink and color it with a different color ink, fill it in. I just wanted to leave this blank because the color that I like is real muted. I didn't want it to be real colorful, you know. It's a masculine card. It's going to a man. So, happy Father's Day. Now, this particular sentiment cut is from the frame from the tackle box. When you die cut your tackle box out, it leaves all these pieces, and this is a particular piece right here. And so I have all these pieces, and I could use these for sentiments on other cards. And I thought, well, I'll use this for a sentiment on another card. So I thought that was really ingenious. So yay, Stampin' Up! Really thinks their things through. So let's go ahead and make this card. Now this one is very simple to make also. One cool thing about this particular card is in this suite they have a embossing folder, and I will emboss the paper and send it to you. But it is a knot. It is rope. That's what it is, twisted rope. And I don't know if you can see the texture on this paper. This is the back side, or what I call the back side, and this is the front side. So this is a piece of Mossy Meadow, and I've sent it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I think that looks really good. And let's just go ahead and put some adhesive on this and put it on the front of the card. Now I've got this card opening a different way. I've got it opening portrait. So let's go ahead and put this on the front. Gives your card some texture. And then I've got the blue, boho blue, wood grain look piece, the fish on the other side. Now if you want to, you could, you know, have the fish showing with the rod and reel. Wouldn't be anything wrong with that. And then I just angled it like this. And then netting. You can completely change the look of it. But I wanted to put the rod and reels. Let's see. I think the reel goes on the top of a fishing pole. I really don't know these things anymore. When I went fishing with my father, it was always with a cane pole, because he didn't ever like me to cast. I was always, if I cast anything, I was always hooking things. And one time we were at Heber Springs and sitting on the bank, and I was trying to get the little fish that were on the right in the water, fishing with bread, and wadding it up on my hook. And my mother said, "You're never going to catch anything like that." And I tried to cast it, and I hooked her rear end. She was sitting beside me, and it was not funny, but it was funny. But let's see. Let's stamp Happy Father's Day on this little die cut here that came from the inside of that tackle box. Okay, Mossy Meadow. That turned out really good. Okay, now we're going to put this up on dimensionals. Put that on the front of our card. And then we're going to put our fish up on dimensionals too, because that's what we're doing, fishing. Okay. Happy Father's Day. Put that out of the way here. Okay. And I love these fish. Like I said, you can stamp your own fish. But for this card class, I will be fussy cutting those out and sending you these cool looking fish out of the paper. Now, the paper doesn't, paper doesn't come with this card class. You have to order it separately. But I will be sending you these 3 fish for sure. These are quick and easy cards. And for my next card, for the simple tackle box, I have some techniques that I've been stamping for since 2015. And I just learned a couple of techniques, or this one technique for die cutting. And I'm like, I cannot believe I've been stamping this long and didn't know. So I can't wait to show you. Okay. Now, this adhesive dot is pecan pie color. And I'm starting to really like this color. So let's stamp on the inside, and we're going to stamp this same fish, where we're just going to stamp off and make a light color mossy green fish. And what I mean by stamping off, you're going to stamp on your paper and then stamp on your paper that you're going to put on the inside. I don't know if you could see that. I think I'm off the screen. Here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to adhere that to the inside. Let me try to get in the frame there. And put this on the inside of the card. All right, so this is my second card. And now we're ready for the third card. Now, like I said at the beginning, when you get your card class, you will get everything to make this awesome tackle box. And it has you will get everything to make everything to fill your tackle box. But for tonight, we're going to make a simple tackle box, and we're not going to die cut everything for this tackle box. We're going to make a simple tackle box. So, with that said, I am going to get my card base here and get the base of my tackle box and get it adhered down. And then get my tackle box divider, organizer part of the tackle box on here. And that's going to take some glue, because I don't want to use glue dots. But sometimes with glue now, I have to be honest with you, I feel like a second grader. But one of the techniques with the glue is if you will just barely put a dot and then not put it on your card yet. You're going to just let it sit and let it set up for a little bit. Give it a little bit to be tacky. And don't stick your finger in it like I just did with that one. Okay. So we're going to let that set up. We're going to move it just right there for a moment. Put our glue away. Okay. So we're going to come back to that in just a moment. Okay, so what I was talking about for a technique for die cutting, and I had no idea about this. I had no idea. You can make a template for die cutting. I mean, and this is, to help you out, since we don't have the Stamparatus anymore. The Stamparatus retired. And the reason why is lawsuits. with another company that, you know, said Stampin' Up! Was copying their design. Okay, yeah, well, whatever. We can get over that. So you make a template. The things you want to do, you die cut, and you use this negative part. So I want to put these three. I don't want to do this one, I don't think. I don't know if I put that up on a stamp. No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to do these three things to put in our tackle box. We're going to do a lure with a couple of hooks on it. We're going to do another lure that is a fish and a bobber. And we're going to put that on our, we're going to stamp those. And then I'm going to show you an easy way to die cut this. And it'll be perfect every time. So, first of all, before we do that, let's put our organizer on top of our card. So it's tacky, sticky, and it should be ready to go. And we're going to set it down. And here we go. There we go. So now we're going to get these little pieces. These little pieces are perfect for me to stamp on. So we're going to stamp a bobber, a little fish lure, and another fish lure. Okay. And these particular things are 2-step stamps. The bobber is 2 different colors, and so is the fish and the lure with the hooks. So I've got 2 separate colors for every one of those. So I'm going to take basic gray. We're going to do the stamping first. So I'm going to take my basic gray, and I'm going to stamp off for my bobber. Okay, it's kind of light. Maybe I won't stamp off. Let's turn that over and do regular. Okay, regular it is. Okay, and then we're going to do regular for each one of them. So I guess I used a different color when I did the other ones. Maybe I did. Okay, and then here's the little fish. There we go. All right. Now we're going to fill in the color. We're going to use Real Red. And then Mossy Meadow for the other 2. So you just got to have the red for the bobber. I mean, that's what I grew up with. So I just had to do the red. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this stamped in there. I hope my head's not in the way. There we go. My head's in the way. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me get Mossy Meadow and get these other 2 stamped. Now, Mossy Meadow will be kind of dark, so I am going to stamp off for that. If you're here, y'all say hello and tell me where you're from. I would love for you to say hi. I'm Patience, and I'm in Maumelle. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we are fishing tonight. I'm making tackle box. Yeah, that turned out great. Now I'm going to make another part of this lure. And let me stamp off with this. Okay, let me put that right there. Okay, now let me show you a neat trick that I learned. Let me get the dies that go with this. These are all the dies that come with this die set. You've got the outline for the tackle box, the organizer. Here's the die for this lure. Here's the bobber. You've got a feather, which I'm going to get that out because we're going to cut it out. You've got hooks, you've got lead weights, you've got a bobber, another type of bobber that has a wood stick in it. Here is another lure, another one that cuts out this neat thing. It's got a, I forgot what it's called. If my son was here, he could tell you right off. You've got another wave action going here. This is indentions that cut out. Oh, I know where you're from, Karen. I appreciate you putting it on there. Even though you're the only one watching. That's okay. It's going to go on YouTube too. And then this is where, like, if you throw in a pebble and it makes ripples, this makes ripples in your paper. So it's really cool. Okay, so let me put those away and let me show you this neat, cool die cut. When I saw it, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I had no idea. All right, so let me get this here. This is a mini Stampin' Cut Emboss. All right, I'm using my gray plate because it works better for me. And let's see, get this where you can see. You let me know if you can't see it, but I'm looking in my little screen and I think you can. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my fish and I'm going to line this up. And let me get my Post-it note tape over here. This stuff is great. It's Post-it note tape and it's reusable. It's perfect, perfect. Okay, so you just line this up and put a little bit of an outline. Well, okay, you know, you posted about lavender lemonade on that post about my mom, and someone asked me what that was, and I said it was a mixed drink that helps you relax. I really didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to post on that. So, anyway, it is a great little mixed drink. Okay, and so, anyway, you line that up, and it has the same amount of Very Vanilla on the outside, and you just put your Post-it note tape on that, and you make sure it's touching this stamped image and the outside. Okay, I mean, and the, oh, what am I doing? Hold on. No, you do this. I'm getting all tongue-tied with that lavender lemonade here. Okay, you get your die cut, and then you set it down in there until it finds its groove. Let me put this down. I'll show you. You line it up. I think you're getting the gist of it, but you line it up so that it has the same amount of paper on all sides, and then you put your die cut till it finds its groove, and then it's sitting down in there. Then you put your Post-it note tape down in there, and it's touching the paper, the stamped paper under it, and the die and the paper on top, and it holds it in place. And so I'm going to do that for all three of these images. And get that lined up. There we go. Where's my Post-it? Okay. Okay, make sure that's all shutting down there. I'm touching down. And then here, same thing. Let me find that die. Did I get that one? Maybe I didn't. Or maybe I did. It's like that card. I turned it over and I can't find it. Okay. Well, did I get this die? Did we see it? Oh, lovely. Well, how about we die cut these two and I'll show you. Because I sure can't find that one. Unless it's sitting on here. Okay. Well, you get the idea. Okay. So you put those die cuts on there. go. And you have more templates that you don't need. Then carefully take your Post-it note tape off. And it is reusable. And then you have a perfect cut die cut. And see your bobber? It looks so good, looks so good. All right. Now, like I said, I am not going to do everything for this tackle box because we'll be here all night. Because I did take some time for this card. You can see I've got weights that I made with foil paper. Hey, Gail. I will show you my pink tackle box because I found it. I found it. This die cut makes these feathers. And I've got hooks. I've got all kinds of stuff. But let me show you what we have here. We have, you know how tackle boxes are always dirty. I don't know of a clean tackle box. Unless there's a woman out there that keeps her tackle box really clean. Now, I know that, you know, when we were in high school, we had caboodles, which were makeup tackle boxes. And they were clean. So, I think this is like, this stamp is like grunge for a tackle box. You know, it could also be waves, but I have seen people use this as just like background for stamping in the tackle box. So that's what we're using it for. Grunge. So that's what we're using. So we have a bobber. And then we have leftover twine that you will roll up. And what I did was stick it on with a dot on here. Like I said, in your card kit, you will get everything you need for this. Everything. You can put your fish in here. You can put your hooks in here. You could put your spinner. That's what this is called, a spinner lure. You put your spinner lures in here. You know what I really need to have over here is my little magnetic die holder that Jackie got me. It's over there on my, oh, nope, here's one. It actually has a die in here that I found in the floor. It's got little flowers on it. If anybody knows where that die goes, woo! So, anyway, that's where all your tackle box stuff goes. You will get everything to make all these little findings for your tackle box. So now let me show you my pink tackle box. Now, I love it. I used a window sheet. This is the cover of my tackle box. This is the lid. And I put Hooray It's Your Day. And that is just, it's, you know, the cutout from the, I can't even talk, the die cut from that. So, here's the inside of my tackle box. It has everything in it. It's got rope. It's got the wood middle from this other kind of bobber. And I really don't know if that's called a bobber or what that is. But, I mean, that's a bobber. And I did blue instead of red because it matched the color scheme. But here is another lure with feathers on it. It's like a fly. And this paper is not this color originally. I took my bubble bath blend and colored this paper. So I made 2 of these die cuts, one for the outside and one for the inside. So this is my pink tackle box that I spent a whole day cleaning my craft room for. And it was turned upside down just like this on the floor by my trash can. So when I picked up that piece of paper by my trash can, I turned it over and realized it was my tackle box. It was my girly tackle box. So I love this. And these little embellishments right here are just the festive, I think they're called festive pearls from Christmas that are carrying over, that are in the catalog. Because you have pieces of stuff in your tackle box. So that is my girly tackle box. And that is my card clash. You'll get stuff to make 2 of these cards, 2 of this card, and 2 of our Happy Father's Day card. And then that is it. And I will have this video on YouTube. And if you're interested in this or any other stamp sets, just take a look at my website. Go to my online store. I do have a link that has a host code. I would love it if you use my host code, because my host code is what allows me to be able to send things like this to you when you purchase $50 or more. So y'all have a great evening. This is Patience. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Arkansas. And y'all have a great weekend. Happy Friday night. Bye-bye.